Sorry for the crowded look in my office. I've got a gun here that we're working on, and got a couple projects going on here. But let me talk to you a little bit about this fantastic handgun we're going to shoot a little bit today. That's the Glock Model 30. This happens to be a Gen 2 version, which has no light rail. Gen 3 and Gen 4 versions do have a light rail, and I think that's important because this gun is so controllable that with a light rail, with night sights, this would make the perfect bedside gun. The Glock 30 is a subcompact 45 caliber ACP chambered handgun. It does have a dual recoil spring. Let me show you real quick what I mean by that. When you hear people talk about dual recoil springs, if you can see, let me see if I can hold this up to the camera. You can see the main spring here, the captured spring on the rod, and then this second spring here, which helps to dampen the recoil every time the gun is fired. This is extremely important in small handguns because the smaller the gun, the more substantial the recoil or felt recoil can be. Glock has really pioneered and mastered the recoil spring system with the use of the dual springs to really help dampen the felt recoil and any type of muzzle flip which may happen. This particular gun is, like I said, chambered in 45 ACP. Has a barrel length of 3.86 inches. It does have a full. You are able to get a full purchase on the gun. There has nothing been. There has nothing been. Great English. Nothing has been changed on this gun. This is a stock pistol. The only thing I have added is Talon sandpaper grips here, which I have on all of my polymer frame guns. I like the feel that the Talon grips give me, especially on hot sweaty days here in the center part of Florida, and that's the only change. It has a 5.5 pound trigger connector, and the gun shoots just fine for me. So let's get out to the range, and we're going to shoot a little bit and talk a little bit more about the Glock 30 once we get out to the range. I'm not sure what it is about the Glock subcompacts that makes the guns so shootable and really enjoyable to shoot. The Glock 27 I own, which I've transferred to my son as his backup duty weapon, was and is a dream to shoot. The gun is a little whippy though, being chambered in 40 caliber. The thing I like about Glock 30, Glock 30 is what we're talking about today. This gun is chambered in 45 ACP. This is to me, a softer shooting gun than the Glock 26 or the Glock 27, in my opinion, based on quite a bit of experience with all three of those guns. I think maybe it's the dual recoil springs, although all of the Glock subcompacts have the dual recoil spring. Maybe it's the fact the grip is a little wider on the Glock 30 versus the 26 or the 27. I'm able to get a little bit better grip on the gun. But I think the overall, the underlying factor that makes me enjoy shooting the Glock 30 is the fact that it is chambered in 45 ACP. 45 ACP round is a little bit softer shooting, in my opinion, than the 40 caliber is, or the 9mm in a subcompact handgun. It's a low pressure round. Velocity is not near as high as it is with 40 or 9.
so there's a little bit less muzzle energy going out, or energy going out of the muzzle of the gun. The other thing that is great about Glock 30 is you've got a 10+1 capacity with these magazines, and that's extremely comforting to know that the gun that you're carrying, big old 45 caliber round like this Remington 230 grain hardball, that you've got 10+1 that are at your disposal, plus 10 more if you're carrying a spare magazine. The gun is extremely controllable at distance. The gun is controllable with practice up close, fast firing, and I find the gun just a dream to shoot. One drawback I will admit to is the fact the gun is very thick. When it comes to the thickness of the grip compared to, say, my car, it's empty and safe. Don't want anyone freaking out on me because I have two muzzles pointing at me, but when you look at the thickness and the grip of the car as well as the Glock 30, there is a substantial difference. That makes a big difference if you're not committed to carrying a gun like the Glock 30 in the right holster and under the right concealment that you may not carry. So if you've been on the fence about purchasing this powerhouse of a gun, then by all means you won't be disappointed. The way the gun grips my hand, or fits my hand, when you have a magazine in, it's got a little extension down here at the bottom, and for me, I'm able to get a full 3-finger grip on the gun. There's no wrapping the pinky around as I do with my Glock 27, or I did with my Glock 27, but I'm able to get a full purchase, and I think again that's what makes for me this gun a little bit more controllable than the Glock 27 did. So that's a little bit about one of my favorite carry guns, the Glock 30, and if you can get your hands on one to shoot it, to see how you would like it, I encourage you to do so. Let's do a little bit more shooting, and then we're going to get out of here before the rain does. We'll talk to you later. Train hard, train safe, and train often. Magazine 2 at 10 yards with the Glock 30. That was much better that time. Let's turn around and see how that looked. Much better. Much better. We're going to shoot these 3 jugs, as well as those 3 cards up there. See how we can get that done. So here we go. Glock 30 at 10 yards. Well, we know we got the jugs. Let's go see. I didn't think they were going to explode like that because they hadn't before. So let's go look at the cards. What's left of them? There's only 2 left. Looks like 1 hit on that card, and that card had 3 hits on it. 1 in the center and then the 2 on the edge there. Hey, I'm actually going through some of my old self-protection ammo. This happens to be Federal Guard Dog. It's not Guard Dog, it's Federal. So anyway, it's this is about 2 years old, so it's about time to rotate this. So switching to Hornady Critical Defense when I use this up. So we're gonna rapid fire with the Glock 30 here, using hollow point ammo, my self-protection ammo. I'll take that. Except for that mag change. That mag change wasn't too good. Let's go down and see how that looked. They pulled one low. Everything else was pretty much in the center. Headshot's not too bad. Looks like I pulled one out of the head. But it got his jugular, so he's gone. So I will tell you that the self-protection ammo that I just shot, it was 230 grain, was noticeably softer shooting than that Federal 230 hardball I've been shooting. Noticeably different. I think that had a little bit to do with a little bit better accuracy. So there was less, there was more push than there was flip. So that's why it's good to every once in a while get out and shoot your self-protection ammo. It makes a big difference. So hope this helped you out a little bit, and we'll see you next time. One of the benefits of being out here, get to see the wildlife. I have to stop shooting while he's on the move here. Soft-shell turtle. Sure he doesn't. Looks like he's got some scars on him. Hope I didn't do that. So he's okay. He's just a little scared because I'm here. He's actually a snapper. It's not a soft shell. So we'll let you be. Go live in peace. Sorry to have disturbed you, sir.